All right, Dr. Anthony Fauci's latest flop is college football predictions. Remember? Right now is where we normally roll in the clip, but he said over and over again, he looked at those big crowds and he says essentially in his Phil Rizzuto delivery, well, let's listen.
What was your sort of immediate thought when you saw all of those fans packed into stadiums in Texas, Wisconsin, and elsewhere? As soon as I saw it, I thought COVID's about to have a feast. What did you think?
I thought the same thing. I think it's really unfortunate. I would hope that most of the people in that stadium were vaccinated, and even if they were, the close congregate setting, they should have been wearing masks.
Outdoors, 2 weeks later, COVID-19 data is in. Some of the biggest games were held, and guess what happened? Nothing. The stands were packed. They weren't super spreaders. In fact, the rates went down in those surrounding communities. Like in Texas, despite the University of Texas and Texas A&M both hosting games September 4th, that drew nearly 190,000 fans between them. The statewide 7-day average currently is lower than it was on game day. Here to react, Outkick founder Clay Travis. Clay, your reaction to what the prediction was for Dr. Fauci as opposed to the reality we're living in.
Look, all over the South, first of all, thanks for having me, Brian. Millions of people have gone to college football games, and the number of COVID infections has been plummeting. You just referenced Texas. Same thing has happened in Florida, in Georgia, in Alabama, in Mississippi. All of these states that have had massive crowds for their college football games all over the South, we are seeing cases come down, meaning when Dr. Fauci said that he was worried about super spreader events over these major college football crowds, just flat out hasn't materialized. In fact, Brian, the opposite has happened. The number of people that are testing positive for COVID all over the South is plummeting to a massive degree.
Clay, think about this. You now have a situation where China oppresses, they are vicious, they'll even let you die and wither away in an apartment if you're positive, and it still came back. Then you have permissive areas, and it still comes back and it goes away. Might the virus have a say in how it spreads?
That's the big story from the whole start of this, Brian. I'm not sure that anything we've done, and I look forward to years from now when all of the emotion is stripped away and we can actually look at all of the virology and all of the epidemiology and the data. I'm not sure that there's going to be anything that we did at all. Shutting down schools, sending people home, requiring masks, all of it. I think it was mostly cosmetic theater, Brian. I think the data is going to reflect that the virus was going to virus. People felt like they needed to do something, even though most of the things that we did had almost zero impact. And some of the things, I mean, look at schools. The data on schools when kids go back to school shows there aren't these super spreader events when kids go back to school. The data is clear. That's why many European countries don't require kids to wear masks, by the way, because they also don't work. Right. But I look forward. I think we're going to see, I really do, 30 years from now, I think people will look back and say this was the Vietnam War on steroids in this country.
75% of the eligible vaccination population has gotten at least one shot, plus the natural immunity. We're doing a lot better than anyone thinks. Meanwhile, what's clicking on Outkick?
We're getting ready for our bus tour, Brian. We're going to be in Nashville this weekend for Georgia Vanderbilt. Then we're going down to Tuscaloosa for Ole Miss, Alabama. And the week after that, we will be in College Station, Texas for Alabama, Texas A&M. Fantastic crowds coming out to see us. Look forward to seeing people this weekend and can't wait to be back on the road at some of these big college football stadiums where people are going out and living their lives without fear. And it's great to see people back to normal. Brian.
And Clay Travis is working 7 days a week for the last 2 years. You have a lot of vacation days built up when you get to your 70s. You can actually go fishing. Clay, thanks so much.